So National Weather Service alarm is issued. Severe thunderstorm warning for. Oh, oh, there's a merger happening. Ew, kinky. We love mergers. We're in like a perfect position to watch this thing go. Hell yeah! Banana bread at work? Hell yeah! Hello, everyone on YouTube. Okay, so that's the storm. It's about to go tornadic. I mean, it is tornado warned, but it has a merger occurring on the flank. Um, there. Let me turn. So on that, let's see if I can refocus the camera. That little like flyaway on the top of the main storm that's there in the middle. That's your left split. So as the storm is rotating, it kind of takes the winds wrap around and it sheds that storm off at the top, then it goes off to be its own storm. And that's part of the cycle of a supercell. And then on the bottom there, you have the other storm. And what the winds on the storm, again, that main parent storm are doing, the inflow or the inflow of air into that storm, the winds are steering that bottom storm into it, and they'll merge, they'll kind of duke it out in the sky, and eventually the new parent tornadic mesocyclone, man, I got bugs all over this windshield and I just cleaned it. The new parent mesocyclone will, after several cycles and a little bit of time, start to wrap itself around the south end of that merger. And generally, I'm not going to go into a Cameron Nixon level dissertation. Potential. If it hits it at the right time, it can go crazy. If it hits it at the wrong time, it can cause problems and just prolongate the process. It's kind of hard to say whether this is going to be a productive or a destructive merger. And there's different deviations within the merger theory as to all the different kinds of merger. And it's really just like incredible work that he's been doing. And then some of the folks from the National Weather Center, so like Broyles from SPC, there's a couple others. So there's been a lot of literature that's come out about it over the last, it's been like the last 3-4 years that this has really been like a concrete thing that has been looked into. And if you know anything about me, especially if you're around me at work on the ambulance, like I love literature. I love breaking into studies and dissertations and like just understanding what's going on and how other people are interpreting what's going on. I feel that it really helps, and I'm on like a total ADHD train right now, so bear with me. Digging into the literature and digging into what may not be the standard teaching yet still, in my opinion, gives you a greater comprehension of everything that goes into whatever you're trying to. And reading that's an inside view of, I guess that's like an inside view of how I forecast and how I predict. Meteorologist, I've gone to meteorology school, but I do a lot of reading and I try and learn everything that I can. And we're coming up on a wall cloud here off on our left-hand side as we close in on Hollis. So it's about to be game time. It's a good-looking little base, but it doesn't have to. Like I tell all my patients when they go to sign something, it don't have to be beautiful, it just has to be yours. So basically, if we stay on this road for about another 6 miles? 10 miles. We stay on this road for about another 10 miles, we will be inside the notch where that wall cloud exists. But to be considered, the storm it's merging with is directly to our left. So I kind of want to pick a point somewhere between here and there where we can sit and just watch. I also have zero connection, so I probably sound like Mr. Roboto does crack, but that's fine. This storm over here, the one we're looking at on the camera, is surface-based, where the one to our left that we're merging into, the one to the south there, it's still elevated. It doesn't have a great base. There's not a great presentation of a base coming out of the main storm. There's not really a wall cloud underneath that base. It's still just high-based and flat across the bottom. So it has a little bit of time to mature and merge and do what it does best. Although now that I say that, it is developing a little bit of a base. There is a little bit of maybe an RFD cut trying to wrap around the back side of it, which are the rear flank downdraft, where the winds come out around the back flank of the storm and kind of help shape it. So I think when we get up the road somewhere, up the way here somewhere, I'll try and find like a ranch entrance or something. We'll sit here for a few minutes. I'm not counting this out. That's a very well-defined, like that's just a stout-looking base. Even though it's trying to cycle, and it looks excellent on radar. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make sure that we're rolling. Alright, I'm going to roll the window down to take some pictures. I'm going to roll the window down to take some pictures. I'm going to mute the microphone so I don't deafen y'all when the wind noise goes berserk here in a minute. There's nobody behind me, so I don't feel super bad about just stopping in the middle of the road. If there was somebody behind me, I'd get over it. There's a lot of rising motion and a lot of scud getting pulled up into the base on this, so I'm not quite sure that it's done yet. Merger or not? Yeah, you know what? It may... It may have a land spout trying to develop at the base of it. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna take some pictures. And I almost lost this hat the last time I went chasing, so we're gonna take it off. So I'm gonna break into the radar here for a minute. See if I can get our location back to turn on. It doesn't quite know where we're at. So we're right about here. We're looking this way into the storm. This area in here is the wall cloud that's right in front of us. This entire storm is getting wrapped around, as evidenced by the winds I'm undergoing outside. And in perfect theory, this area of rotation is going to surge out in front of the merger as the hook develops. And as you can see here, there's actually a new area of rotation developing. So if we back up, I'll show you where that's at. We are now in the inflow as the wind is streaming past us. So remember, I circled this area right here. That's the new rotation. And if we cut to the main feed, the camera feed, that's going to be all of that area right kind of in front of us. We're in the inflow that's streaming past us and feeding warm, moisture-rich air into the mesocyclone. And it goes in and around, and it spins itself all the way up, and then the rear flank, as the winds are coming around the backside of the storm and rotating, the rear flank helps give it its shape, and it's a continual process that spins itself. In a perfect world, it spins itself into a tornado. I feel like I'm going to record that. That's a pretty good, I feel like that's a pretty good, like, basic explanation of what's going on. I'm going to get out and get some PR photos of the car. roll the window up because we're taking a lot of dust into the car right now.
Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for west central Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma, Harlan County in southwestern Oklahoma, south central Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:36 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles northeast of Hollis, moving east at 35 miles an hour. A second severe storm was located southwest of Hollis and moving northeast. Expected hazards include a palm ball-sized hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Hollis, Gulf, Duke, Big Knight, and McQueen. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. A tornado warning remains in effect until 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time for
I know I'm getting like uncomfortably close to you guys. I'm switching the GoPro over to time lapse for a few minutes.
a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near hazard, tornado, and golf ball-sized hail. This is a radar-indicated threat quotation. Impact, flying debris.
Just want to get some time lapse B-roll real quick.
Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Hollis, Gulf, Big Knight, and McQueen. Take cover now. Move to a storm shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 295, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Greer, Harlan, Jackson, Kiowa, and Tillman, and the following counties in Texas: Hardeman and Wilbarger. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for west central Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma.
Audio a little muffled. Is that better, Scott?
Central Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:36 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located.
Let's see if it's set up.
Moving east at 35 miles an hour. A second severe storm was located southwest of Hollis and moving northeast. Expected hazards include palm ball-sized hail and 60 miles an hour. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured.
I go to say if it's set up, I could use the wireless mics, and then I don't have the
Expect wind damage to
patch cable for the wireless mics.
locations impacted include Hollis, Gulf, Duke, Big Knight, and McQueen. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms.
You know, I can't have nice things. I can't have nice things, and I am the sole reason I can't have nice things.
County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma,
Where's my...
5 p.m. and 5:57 p.m. Central expected hazards include tennis ball size hail at 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: broadcast media. The
Source,
following
broadcast me.
expected people and animals outdoors will be expect hail damage to
Huh.
locations impacted
Well,
Tester, Big Night, and McQueen.
okay, yeah. My wireless mics are dead. No one's fault but my own. So we're gonna stick with the webcam mic for today. Really quite the inflow surge happening right now. We're actually probably in a really good spot. This is my road.
At 5:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe expected hazards include 60 the following
It's really kind of just becoming a giant dust bowl at the moment.
expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to
Like I said, this is... Oh, there's some lightning. Like I said, this is part of the cycling process.
Martha, Duke, Tester, Big Night, and McQueen.
You've heard 1 minute of straight audio.
Interior roof
Okay.
around the building. The National Weather Service has issued tornado watch number 295, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Greer, Harmon, Chasin,
Here comes the conga line.
following counties in Texas: Hardeman and Will Barker. Remember, the tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements.
Oh, we're going to relocate just a little bit.
Stay tuned to the weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets for internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm
these houses just a little bit. Thankfully, this is a paved road. A bit, we can get a better view.
Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles north of Gulf, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 10 miles an hour gusts. Source: broadcast media. The following attacks are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees.
We are now under a tornado warning, and it's so dusty you can't see it, but there's a wall cloud right there.
The National Southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:05 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles south of Hollis, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornado and tennis ball size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat rotation. The following effects are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Hollis, Gulf, and McQueen. Take cover now. Move to a storm shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
It's moving due east, so if we go back the way we came, even when we're backing up, we still stop at a stop sign. Even if we go back the way we came, and we get around this little bit of RFD and like just dusty inflow nonsense, we should have a clearer view.
Expected hazards include tennis size hail at 60 miles an hour with gusts. Source: broadcast media. The following attacks are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Rhineham, Hollis, Woolsey, Marfa, Gulf, Dip, Chester,
it's a dusty, grungy bowl of nonsense right now.
Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding,
Oh,
and trees. Locations of
yeah, we're gonna turn around and get out of here. There's a golf ball that just bounced off the hood.
to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The tornado watch remains in effect for the area.
I don't feel like playing in the hail just yet. Because it's like, I'm going to go look at it. The storm's like, no, you're not.
Expected hazards include tornado antennas, sign hail. This is a radar indicated threat rotation. Following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is impacted include Lotus, and McQueen. Take cover now. Move to a storm shelter. Safe room or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a full home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 295, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Greer, Harmon, Jackson, Guyon, and Tillman, and the following counties in Texas: Hardeman and Bill Barger. Remember, the tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles north of Gulf, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tennis ball size hail at 60 miles an hour with gusts. Source: broadcast media. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Location texture, ignite, and McQueen. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. The National Weather Service in
Oh
Greer
God,
County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Beckham
it's
County in
it's like a
western
sad
Oklahoma
confetti storm
until
of
7 p.m.
grass.
Central Daylight Time. At 6:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles north of Vincent, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include golf ball size hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Milam, Willow, Vincent, and Greenwood. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:05 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles south of Hollis, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornado and tennis ball size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat rotation. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Hollis, Guild, and McQueen. Take cover now. Move to a storm shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 295, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Greer, Harmon, Jackson, Kiowa, and Tillman, and the following counties in Texas: Hardeman and Wilbarger. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma, until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles north of Gulf, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tennis ball-size hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: broadcast media. Affected people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Mangum, Hollis, Biloxi, Martha, Guild, Duke, Chester, McKnight, and McQueen. For your protection, move to an interior room on the low. Tornado watch remains in effect. Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, central Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Beckham County in western Oklahoma, until 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles north of Vincent, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include golf ball-size hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Mangum, Willow, Vincent, and Franklin. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 6:05 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles south of Hollis, moving east at 15 miles an hour. Expected hazards include tornado and tennis ball-size hail. This is a radar-indicated threat rotation. The following impacts are expected. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations impacted include Hollis, Guild, and McQueen. Move to a storm shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, a tornado warning remains in effect until 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time for southeastern Harmon County. At 6:18 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 4 miles southwest of Gulf, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Hazard: tornado and 2-inch hail. This is a radar-indicated threat rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. Locations affected include Field and McQueen. Take calm shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. The National Weather Service has issued Tornado Watch number 295, effective until 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Oklahoma: Greer, Harmon, Jackson, Kiowa, and Tillman, and the following counties in Texas: Hardeman and Wilbarger. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds, in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Jackson County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma until 6:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 5:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles north of Gulf, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include small-size hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source: Broadcast Media. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Mangum, Hollis, Olesi, Martha, Gulf, Duke, Tester, Big Knight, and McQueen. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect for the warned area. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Harmon County in southwestern Oklahoma, central Greer County in southwestern Oklahoma, southern Benham County in western Oklahoma, 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles north of Vincent, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include golf ball-sized hail and 60 miles an hour wind gusts. This is a radar-indicated threat. The following impacts are expected. People and animals outdoors will be